It's time for Michigan Fun on My Michigan TV, a weekly look at the top events in Michigan as presented by the state's leading authority on events, the Michigan Festival and Events Association. A full listing of events is available on MichiganFun.com. Michigan Fun is a production of My Michigan TV powered by Michigan Digital. Now, here's your host, President of the Michigan Festival and Events Association, Mike Sukin.
Welcome to Michigan Fun, the show where we check out the top festivals and events in the state of Michigan. Summer is here and festival season is in full swing. And today we're going to check out some of Michigan's great summertime traditions. Today we're going to learn about the Party on McCarty and the Battle Creek Field of Flight Air Show and Balloon Festival. But first, we're going to get with the Bay City Fireworks Festival. Welcome to the show, Earl Bovia, the president of that event. Hey, Earl, how you doing?
Good, Mike. How are you?
Great. You know, you guys, this show has been known far and wide for quite some time. It's shown on TV. How many years have you guys been doing that fireworks display?
This year will be our 61st year, believe it or not. So long time it's been a great tradition.
That is fabulous. Any surprises this year?
This year we're bringing in a national band. And so the level of fireworks this year for Friday night is actually going to be more than last year. And so that's something we've not announced. So that is kind of a surprise for everybody when they get there for Friday night.
Your secret's safe with us.
Thank you.
So, but it's not just the fireworks. You guys got a whole lot of stuff going on during this festival. Share with us a little bit some of the things that are going on, because it's not just a one-day festival. I mean, you guys are doing this for a couple days.
Yeah, we're a 3-day festival. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, not always on the 4th, depending on when it falls. So the 29th, 30th, July 1st this year. So both sides of the river in Bay City. West side would be Skirbeck Family Carnival. Great carnival, family, fun, clean events there. They've been with us for years. I believe it's somewhere around 40 years that they've been with us. So they're a long-standing partner, and we just enjoy them and their family. And then on the east side will be entertainment. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday night entertainment, and Friday night will be Firehouse, which is a national band. This is the first year in a number of years that we've brought in actually a national band. So we're kind of proud to have them here and have them in Bay City. So it's going to be a great event this year, Mike.
It's a great event every year. You guys are a class act, and you always have been a class act. And we appreciate you guys being a part of Michigan festivals and events, because again, your reputation is there and for quite some time. So is there camping down in the park?
Yeah, on our west side, so Vets Park, which is the larger park, we have probably about 300 to 400 RVs that are down there every year. We squeeze them in as well as we can, but there's a lot of people every year that are the same families that they even pass it on like Green Bay Packer tickets, one family member to the other as far as getting them there. We actually have a waiting list for that, Mike, believe it or not. So
I do. I believe it. There's been times where I've been up north at our cottage in Alpena, and I come home on I-75 down to the Flint area, and I can see the fireworks from I-75. I mean, you guys put on a show.
It actually is amazing how far you can see them from. Obviously, the best view is right down by the river where we're shooting them off from, but you can see them from very far away. It's amazing. Some of those big shells are just huge. You go down there and watch them set these up, and they're putting them into the ground, and they're just amazing, and they're huge, huge shells.
So you've got Skirbeck for the carnival. You've got camping. I'm hungry. What's available for me to eat while I'm downtown Bay City, other than all the great restaurants and bars that are downtown?
Yeah, I own a couple of bars in Bay City, so I can tell you there's a lot of great ones there. But down at the festival, Skirback, obviously they have a lot of their carnival fairs there, which are always great. But both parks, Winona Park and Vets Park, are going to have great vendors there. I actually, again, you talk about longtime vendors. Almost every single vendor I have, we've added a couple this year because of the concert on the east side. They're longtime vendors as well. I mean, I get the same vendors every year. So this festival being as long as it's been going and as big as it is, you see the same people, and that's always the great thing. I look forward to. I started out as the concession director before I became president, so I've got to know a lot of these vendors, and they all know me, and it's almost like a family relationship down there. It's a great festival. I'm so happy to be part of it and proud to be part of it.
As you should. It's a great event, and not only you, but you've got a great team of and a lot of past presidents that have been involved with it. Great members. How many people do you guys usually anticipate?
You know, that's always
what's your attendance?
That's hard to put your finger on. So we figure somewhere around between the two in the park. That's just in the park. So you have everybody within the city that you can't ever count. Somewhere around 100,000, within the two parks, within the 3 days, somewhere around there. But again, it's hard to put your finger on that because how many other people are within Bay City proper or outskirts watching this festival? And we don't know that. So, it's hard to always put your finger on it. We know the economic impact of this festival and what it brings to the area. And I got to say, our business community has always supported this every year. They step up to the plate and they donate, and we do an auction and they give to that. And I can't say enough about the Bay City community and surrounding area for what they've done for us to be able to be here for 61 years.
Earl, thank you for bringing that up, the economic impact. So often, especially during the pandemic time, a lot of people thought that, festivals and events are just those fun things that people do on the weekends, but it's more than that. I was an advocate for festivals and events. I ended up testifying at the State House on the importance of festivals and events, and it is the economic impact. When I was in college, we called it OPM, other people's money. And when you're bringing other people's money, other people into your community, you're showing off your community, and they're spending money at the restaurants, the bars, the coffee shops, the donut shops, the gift shops, and everything else around. And the economic impact of festivals and events is huge. And when you get 100,000 people in the Bay City, Michigan, there's going to be some cash registers running, and that's huge for the economy. And that's what keeps things going in our small towns. Not that Bay City is a small town, but all the towns in Michigan. So I congratulate you, because if it wasn't for your festival and event, you would not have that kind of impact there. And congratulations to you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it. I stepped into this role. This will be my second year. I'm 10 years on this board, but I can't also say enough about my board of directors and what they've done. Without them being there, this wouldn't have happened either. And all the volunteers too, hundreds and hundreds of volunteers to do all of this. This is a large festival. It's a huge undertaking. And without all of those people as well, we still wouldn't be here. It's a lot of work. Sometimes it's thankless work, but we all love it, and we love what it does for this community. And that's why we're all still here. And that's why I stepped up to the plate, because apparently I drew the short straw and nobody else wanted to do it. So
short straw wins, right?
Yeah, right.
I appreciate you being with us today. You beat me through most of my questions. You had the answers. So it was almost like we scripted this and we went over it beforehand. Great job. You guys do a fantastic job. I know you're going to have a great time this July 4th, Independence Day, ringing in all those things that we love here in this country and in the state of Michigan. Earl, thank you very much for being with us today. I appreciate it. You guys got to get out there to Bay City, or even I-75, because as I said, I could see them crystal clear, but you need to be downtown because that's where the show's at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Earl.
Thanks for having me, Mike. We appreciate it. And thanks for all you guys do too, as Michigan Festival and Events. You guys do a great job.
Appreciate that. Thank you. So coming up next on our show, we're gonna be talking Party on McCarty. You got to be there. It's gonna be fun. Be right back.
My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
We are connected to our Lake Huron shoreline, all 93 miles of it. Hidden bays and marinas dot our shores. Points of entry to our world. Open waters and waves, alive with people at play. Inspiration floats on sparkling waves. We are in awe of its strength and in love with its allure. We nurture it, play in it, savor it. Huron County Waters.
Welcome back to Michigan Fun, a weekly look at the events happening across this great state of Michigan. Our next guest is Laura Margaret, and she is the Public Relations Director for Party on McCarty. Welcome, Laura, and tell us all about Party on McCarty. I mean, you hear about Party on McCarty. What is this event?
Well, first of all, hi. Thanks so much for having me. So Party on McCarty, this is our 12th year doing Party on McCarty. And you know, what started off as just an idea has turned into a summer staple for Saginaw Township. This summer concert series, it happens at the Saginaw Township Soccer Complex, and it's going on 6 different Thursdays this summer. So each night is a different theme with different bands. And our first night was postponed last week due to weather. So our 80s night is actually going to be happening June 22nd now with music from Four Winds and Old Days. After that, on June 29th, we're going to have Motown Night, and that's music from Soul Express and Risque. Next, on July 13th, we've got Craft Beer Night with music from Alex Schofield and Nameless. On July 27th, we've got Margarita Night, and that's music from Air Margaritaville and Stone Street Revival. August 3rd is Country Night with music from Claim Jumpers and Chi-A-Town Band. And then to bring us home on August 17th, it's Classic Rock Night, which is my favorite night. And we'll have music from Shout, Lauren Elise, and The Rock Show. You know, each night we also have different food vendors, and I'd love to highlight some of them. We're going to have food from Manny's Barbecue, Wonder Burger, Makin' Bacon, Jet's Pizza. We'll have kettle corn and ice cream, so come hungry. And each night we'll also have beer and wine for the adults and a kids corner with bounce houses and face painting for the kids. So it's truly a great family fun event. And I think we have a little bit of everything for everyone to enjoy.
And you do, and I've been there, and it's been a blast. And you're definitely not going to go away hungry. You're definitely not going to go away. You're definitely not going to go away thirsty. You still got, oh my gosh, Fabiano is a sponsor.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of great sponsors, and, you know, that's one of the really special things. The fact that we get to, you know, work with all of these great businesses in Saginaw, and they support us and we get to support them. It's really cool. Like to thank Sarah, Saginaw, Dow Credit Union, Burt Watson, The Junction, Buffalo Wild Wings, Beauty Master Pool and Spa. You know, we've got a ton of great sponsors, and they do really great things for this event. And they've also, it's new this year, but the cost of admission is $2 for everyone over the age of 13. And this year it actually comes with a ticket where you can enter in to win some really cool door prizes. So all of these sponsors have donated things ranging from $70 to $200. So when you come in, you'll be able to put your name into a bucket, and we'll do the drawings before 8 o'clock each night. So come and see what you can win.
And this is on Thursday night, correct? These are Thursday
Yeah, so
evenings?
Yep, it's on Thursday night. So our gates open at 5 p.m. and there is a $5 parking fee per car. And then a $2 entry fee for everyone over the age of 13. And so those two fees are cash only. So make sure to bring cash with you. Once you're inside the event, the food trucks and the beer and wine, they do take card. And then our music starts at 5:30. So gates at 5 and music at 5:30.
The activity was first formed to support the soccer complex, which has hosted some pretty big AYSO soccer tournaments over the years, statewide, not just statewide, but regional, Great Lakes regional wise. Touch on that a little bit, because I mean, this is not only is it party on McCarty, it's party for a cause.
Yes, that's so true. So all of the money that we receive from Party on McCarty, it's all donated back to the Soccer Association. So it's used for youth programs, ground upkeep, facility improvements, and it keeps our soccer complex in Saginaw looking beautiful. I am really proud of the soccer complex that we have here. And like you said, we bring in all kinds of other events. So it was born, as a fundraiser. And like you said, it's kind of turned into a fun family reunion. And we're so blessed and so thankful to be back for our 12th year. It's really awesome what we are able to do here in Saginaw.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been there for 12 years. You guys done a fantastic job. You've got great leadership. You've got a great group of volunteers. You want to call anybody out on that?
Yeah, well, John Howell, he is the brains behind this event. So thank you, John. And we have had the same volunteers. A lot of them have been there for all 12 years. So I'd just like to thank everyone who comes out and helps. We could not do it without the volunteers and the support from our community. So we are so very thankful.
That's great. So the next event is going to be not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Would that be July 6th, or are you guys taking that week off?
So June 29th is Motown night. Yep. So Motown night, June 29th. And then it's pretty much every other Thursday after that, except for July 27th and August 3rd. Those are going to be back-to-back dates. But yeah, Thursdays at 5 o'clock. We would love to see everyone there. Like I said, it's a family affair. So we are looking forward to serving everyone.
I grew up with that Motown beat. I mean, it just sounds like so much fun. Motown in Saginaw. Loving it. Laura, thank you very much for being with us, and what a great event and good cause, and brings the community together. I congratulate you and the entire team. A shout out to John Howe. He does a fantastic job. Again, thank you very much for being on the show today.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. I hope to see you there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Our next conversation is going to be the Battle Creek Field of Flight, GSOP, Battle Creek Field of Flight Air Show and Balloon Festival. Love balloon festivals. Be right back.
What makes a destination special? Experience wide open spaces, peaceful lakes, winding trails, sweeping vistas, and flowing rivers. All natural, all good, all fun. Your all outdoors adventure awaits at GaylordMichigan.net.
Welcome back to Michigan Fun, a weekly look at the top events happening across the state of Michigan. Our next guest is from the Battle Creek Field of Flight Air Show and Balloon Festival. Welcome to the show, the Executive Director, Barb Haluska. Barb, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing marvelous. Hey, you guys got quite the show going on there.
Oh, absolutely. We do every year. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just more fun and fun and fun. So, I mean, there's just something for everybody to do when they come to this event.
I've talked with I haven't been there yet, so I need to get there, but I've talked to a lot of people who have been there, and they said that the balloon show is absolutely amazing and the field of flight is spectacular. So, I mean, how can you go wrong with amazing and spectacular? I mean,
Oh, that's so nice to hear. You know, I've got quite the volunteer team down here. I'm just a staff of one, only one that is paid, and I have about 3,000 amazing volunteers. But it takes all of that to put this together. Believe me. I mean, you don't just do a 5.5-hour air show, you know, all by yourself. It takes a whole group effort to push this whole thing together. And we're really blessed to have the F-22 Raptor this year, along with the F-18 Super Hornet. So we have Navy and the Air Force represented, and neither one of those two teams are doing many shows in the United States this year.
what kind of airplanes can we look to see there at the air show? Are they
Sure,
going to be vintage or a little bit of both?
No, we don't have a whole lot of vintage. I mean, we've got Big Red as one of them. It's a female pilot, actually, but for the most part of it, it's your modern, up to date, your F-18 Super Hornet, Fast and Furious. Same thing with the F-22. It does amazing things in the sky.
Okay.
It just, you would think, no way does it do this. There we go. However, we also have some of the best air show performers in the country. Like it literally, it's a 5 to 5.5 hour air show, and it's nonstop. We'll take about a 20-minute break. We hope to in the middle of it. And then we're going to throw on what we call, it's Victoria Circus. So we brought in this little tightrope act deal along with some motorcycles and a cage. We've also got these huge kites. They're huge. So as you know, we have hot air balloons, and the hot air balloons are very sensitive to the winds. And out at the airport, we do get a lot of strong winds. So when they're on hold, then these huge kites, and they're all different shapes, you know, there's lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, you've got it all out there on the field. So that'll be going on. Then we got the carnival going on, and then we've got entertainment on the center stage. So there's just something for everybody, not to mention all the great food booths and all of the fun shopping that we have. We have over 65 novelty crafter type booths that will be with us this year.
You said you've got entertainment. You want to highlight who's going to be on stage?
Oh, yeah, we've got a great, right up there was Jake Kershaw. We got here Mania. We got Battle Creek's own Sage Castleberry, and we got Megan Ray. We've got Barefoot Blondes. We have, we're going to be doing a Bruno Mars tribute band. And I cannot wait to see those guys as well. And then we have great Scott coming in. They're like one of my ultimate favorites. We hire them every single year, and they're always on the 4th of July. You just can't go wrong with the entertainment, and especially for the price. You come out there at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, and you won't be leaving until 11 o'clock. You will see the best Twilight Night air show ever. There will be pyro during our air show. And we also have 2 fabulous fireworks shows and 2 amazing balloon night-alums. You really need to come down and see this for yourself.
I do. The balloon lighting shows are absolutely spectacular. It's great for the adults, but there's nothing better than watching the children, the expression on their children's faces, especially if they're your grandchildren.
Yeah.
Well, or your children, depending on how old they are.
Absolutely. It really is a great family event. Our admission prices are extremely low. It's $13 per person. 3 feet and under get in for free. And it's good for the whole day. So if you want to leave, go take a break, then come back, you can do that. Obviously, we're not going to hold your parking spot, but you will still find a place to park. You get to get in and then continue with all the activities that we have going on. So it really is a lot of fun. The kids seem to have just as good a time. Our community kickoff day is going to be on June 29th, so it's only $10 a carload, free admission. The kites will be flying. We've got free gifts for the kids, so they'll all go home. We plan on about 700, 800 kids. 2 little kids are going to win a brand new bike from Meyer. So we've got lots of different fun things going on.
Wow, you guys, it sounds like you got a lot of good sponsors.
We do indeed. We've got a lot of good sponsors and partners, and a lot of them will do trade agreements with us. I mean, it's just amazing what you can get when you ask for it. You know, it just seems like everybody wants to do something and they're reaching out to be able to be a part of this great community event. And there's a list of our sponsors. And gosh, you have no, most of them have been with me for over 20, 30 years. So I think that's absolutely fantastic for us.
Well, you always know that if you're going to go to Battle Creek, Michigan, that Kellogg's is going to be a sponsor.
Yes, they do very good. They do very good by us. They do very good for a lot of things that are happening in the community, which is awesome. And now with all their changes, there won't be Kellogg's per se as the name for us next year, but I sure hope that we'll have them back on board with us again, because it all means a lot. We've got over $600,000 operating budget. To do this stuff is not inexpensive, from Porta Johns to just everything that you have to do. And this year we're 6 days versus 5, so that adds a whole nother level of charges on top of it. I mean, pyro, just to do the pyro for the air show, you're looking at over $30,000.
Well, it's great. People love air shows. They love the activities of the air show, the maneuvers that the pilots, and how skill trained our Air Force pilots are to be able to do that maneuvering. It gives you a sense of pride as to what we have here in these here United States.
Yep. That's right. When you showed the one photo, at the beginning, which is on our website, and that was the F-22 Raptors, and that really took place in Battle Creek 2 years ago, or 2019 in Battle Creek when they did it. And they had the American flag in their hand, and they're waving it coming towards the crowd, and that's when the wall of fire went up. It's like a 1,500-foot wall of fire. It was breathtaking. I mean, you could have literally heard a pin drop in the crowd on grass. Now, that's kind of impossible, but you could. It was so quiet because everybody was just in awe with it.
I can see there's probably quite a few people, men and women, with tears in their eyes of joy and pride.
Yeah, you're not a kid, and there certainly was. And we did, we take great pride in all this. There it is. Oh, it just is so amazing. Yep.
That is.
Yep.
That is
I've got
amazing.
Goosebumps, and it's what, 92 degrees outside, but I've got goosebumps just watching it. Yeah, there's our Twilight Night Air Show. There they are in the cages. I mean, literally what you're seeing right now is exactly what we're going to have at this year's festival. There's those beautiful kites. Aren't they amazing?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And the one thing that I see common in all those pictures is everybody's got a smile on their face.
Yeah.
They're all having a good time.
Yeah, and there's things for all ages and stuff. That's what's going to be really cool about it. This is the first year we've ever brought in these big, huge kites, and I'm so excited for it. A lot of people are excited for it, but also because what they normally do is not what they're going to be able to do here. There's just a lot of different things because we have the air show going on, and because we have to shut down the runways and things of that nature. They've got to be out where the crowd can't actually get to them. So it'll be good once they get through it the first year, and if it's all successful as I think it's going to be, I'll look forward to bringing them back and being able to do even more, like have a kite contest with the kids, maybe. Who knows? It's all part of flight at the end of the day.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be a huge success, and when it's all said and done, you're going to be busting with pride because everybody had a smile on their face and they were so thankful to you. Speaking of being thankful to you, I want to thank you very much for being with us today. This is great. Looks like it's going to be a fun time in Battle Creek, Michigan. Thanks, Barb.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I want to thank all of our guests for being with us today. If you want to find out more about these events or any event happening in the state of Michigan, check us out at michiganfun.com. I also want to thank our producer, Jared Clark, and the entire staff at My Michigan TV. To browse the full library of live and on-demand videos, go to mymitv.com. That's mymitv.com. All Michigan streaming everywhere. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Until then, get out there and have some fun.